What's up, y'all? We're going to keep prediction season rolling here now with my American League standings predictions. This one was tougher than the National League for me by far because I had to pick the two wildcard teams, and there's a lot of really good middle teams that might not win the division that probably deserve playoff spots, and I could only pick two. So here are my picks. We got the AL East, Central, and West. Probably going to keep this in 10 minutes, and let's go. We'll start off with the AL East. I'm picking the New York Yankees to win the division. They got to stay healthy. The pitching is not as good as it's been the past couple years. You got Cole and then a whole bunch of question marks. Guys like Kluber, Tyone, Severino coming back. Davey Garcia. What do these guys have? We know the lineup's going to bang. DJ LeMay is a stud. Luke Voigt really blew up last year. And you got Judge and Stanton and Torres and Urshela. The lineup is crazy good. This is a very good team. Not my favorite in the American League, though. Second, I have the Tampa Bay Rays. I'm a Blue Jays fan. It was hard to pick the Rays over the Jays for me, but they're still a really good team. They lost Snell and Morton, but they still went to the World Series. The bullpen is just absolutely disgusting. They got so many guys that throw at so many crazy arm angles. The pitching is not as solid as it has been in the past. You got Tyler Glass now, who I'm not a big fan of. He only throws 2 pitches. He's got a lot of hype. The numbers don't really surround him well. And then they surrounded him with guys like Michael Wacha, not Yanni Chirinos, I think he's hurt. Chris Archer, it's some kind of question marks in that rotation. And then the actual lineup is okay. We'll see what Randy Arozarena can bring. We'll see what Brandon Lau can do for a full season because he's been really good, but he's had really hot streaks. Rays are still a really good team. Picking them over the Blue Jays because the Blue Jays missed out on Odorizzi, didn't re-sign Taijuan Walker. They're practically running Ryu, Pearson, Ray, Matz, and Rourke. It's a horrible rotation. Lineup is really good. They added Marcus Semien and George Springer to a growing lineup, and the bullpen is bolstered by Kirby Yates, picking them third. And number 4, I have the Boston Red Sox, who made a couple of moves this year. Look for Verdugo to have an amazing season this year. He's gonna be playing center field now. They lost Jackie Bradley Jr. Bogarts and Devers are gonna do their thing. The pitching, they'll get Chris Sale back halfway through the year. That'll be big. The bullpen is not great. I'm picking the Red Sox coming 4th, but they're in a good position right now. And number 5, I have the Baltimore Orioles, who didn't have a bad year last year. We'll see if Adley Rutschman gets the call up this year. I'm pretty sure he will. We'll see how good Ryan Mountcastle is in a full season. The pitching is not much to talk about. It's a tough year for the Orioles. The AL Central will move right along. I'm picking the White Sox, and these guys are my favorite in the American League. Did a video on it the last week. They're saying I think they're going to the World Series. I love this White Sox team. Pitching, you got a 3-headed monster of Giolito, Keuchel, and Lance Lynn. Hitting, they got so many great bats. Tim Anderson, Eloy Jimenez, Jose Abreu, Luis Robert, Yasmani Grandal, Eloy Jimenez. The bullpen brought in Liam Hendricks, and they have a whole bunch of younger guys with kind of question marks around them. But I really like this White Sox team. I'm picking them over the Twins, and I'm kind of down on the Twins for some reason. The pitching has Barrios and Maeda. It's alright. It's kind of not a bad 1-2 punch. The bullpen has Taylor Rogers, Matt Duffy, Cody Stashek. So I don't really like the bullpen. They lost Sergio Romo, who was kind of closing for them. And then the lineup is still really good, but not great. They lost Eddie Rosario. So they're going to have Kepler, Arias, Donaldson, Sano, Nelson Cruz. Still a really good lineup. I'm just kind of down on the Twins. Still picking them over the Indians. Indians lost Francisco Lindor, Mike Clevenger, Trevor Bauer in the past couple years. They lost Kluber the year before that. They lost Carrasco this year. So it's they're not really contending this year. Jose Ramirez is still a top third baseman in the league. Shane Bieber, Tristan McKenzie, Aaron Savali, Zach Plesac. That rotation is going to keep them in a lot of games. I think they're going to be a game or two over 500 this year. We're going to Kansas City Royals, who actually have a really sneaky good lineup. You got Mondesi, Merrifield, Soler. They brought in Carlos Santana. I feel like I'm forgetting some people. Hunter Dozier. I like this Royals lineup. The pitching, not much. You got Brad Keller, who had a not bad year, and then you had Josh Stalmont, who I really like. I think he's gonna be a surprise reliever all-star this year. And then go to the Detroit Tigers, where it's all about the prospects. I'm pretty sure they have 4 prospects in the top 25. We'll see what Casey Mize and Tariq Skubal can do. Those guys are in that top 25 prospects. You got Spencer Torkelson, who I don't think is getting the call this year. I think next year will be his year. And then the actual lineup, Jaime Candelario took a kind of a big step forward this year. Look for him to have another really good year. As for the other guys in the lineup, not much to look forward to. We'll go to the AL West final division. I'm going through these pretty quick. This is gonna be quicker than the National League video. I think you guys like watching the quicker videos. It's probably a little easier. AL West, I got the Houston Astros, and I'm really high on the Houston Astros. I don't know why. I don't like the Astros, but last year in the playoffs when they were doing really good, it's like cheering for the villain in like a Batman movie. You cheer for Joker sometimes. This team is still very good. They brought in Jake Odorizzi, pairing with Lance McCullers, Zach Greinke, Christian Javier, Jose Urquidy. That's not a bad starting five. And the bullpen had Framber Valdez, Ryan Presley back there. I mean, the lineup still has Altuve, Bregman, who had a bad 2020 but had an insane 2019. Kyle Tucker might kind of replace some of those George Springer stats. Who else you got? Yordan Alvarez coming back, Michael Brantley, Yuli Gurriel. I'm still really high on this Houston Astros team. And that's why I'm picking them to win the AL West. And I actually think this Houston Astros team will have a better regular season record than the Yankees, just because the AL West is a lot weaker than the AL East. Second, I have the Oakland Athletics. Still a really good team. I was trying to see if this team was going to make the wild card, and I looked at their bullpen, and when you got Joakim Soria, Lou Trevino, J.B. Wendelken, Jake Diekman, I think I'm forgetting one more person there. They got 5 really strong guys in the bullpen that they can go to with a lineup that has Matt Chapman and Matt Olson. Last year they didn't really have Chapman. He was hurt. You got Mark Canha, Steven Piscotty. The bottom 5 of that lineup is really bad. I know Tony Kemp's in that. That's kind of a big thing. And then number 3, I have the Los Angeles Angels, who I really want to make the playoffs. I just can't pick them over the A's. You got Trout, Rendon, David Fletcher, Ohtani. Jared Walsh had a good end of the season last year as a rookie. The pitching actually got better. They brought in Raisel Iglesias, and Mike Myers had an okay 2020. So that's kind of the bullpen. The starting 5, Andrew Heaney, Dylan Bundy. They got Griffin Canning. We'll see what Shohei Ohtani can do. It's not great pitching. I wish they went out and got Jake Odorizzi, Taijuan Walker, or James Paxton 1 or 2 out of 3, or even went out and made the big splash and got Trevor Bauer or something. Man, it sucks to be an Angels fan because you have the greatest player. You have one of the greatest players of all time, and you've only made the playoffs once in 10 years. That's pretty crazy. Number 4, I have the Seattle Mariners. This team is the team that's looking for the future when they have Kyle Lewis, Jared Kelenic, Julio Rodriguez, and Taylor Trammell all up. This team is going to be so much fun in the future. Jared Kelenic is definitely a Rookie of the Year candidate. The pitching, they brought back James Paxton to pair him with Marco Gonzalez. It's a pretty good one, too. Bullpen, not much to talk about. Kyle Seager, this is last year of his contract. Who knows if he'll be back with the team next year. I like this Mariners team right now, and I'm going to love them in the future. In the last place, you have the Rangers, who have nothing going for them. They brought in David Dahl, pair him with Joey Gallo, okay. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, he's a fun player. We'll see what he can do. The pitching, pretty sure they went into 2020 where Corey Kluber, Lance Lynn, and Mike Minor, those guys are all gone. They didn't get much back for them. It's going to be a tough year for the Rangers, especially if they let in, because obviously there's no masks in Texas for some dumb reason. I wonder if they're going to let in every full capacity in the stadium just to kind of watch a horrible Texas Rangers team. We'll see. Now we're going to go to how this would work out in the playoffs. So you have the White Sox versus the Rays and Blue Jays 1-game wild card. I picked the Jays and the Rays over the Twins and White Sox. Not White Sox, Twins and Athletics. And maybe the Angels and Indians will be in the mix a little bit. Rays and Jays 1-game wild card. And then in the other matchup, you have Astros versus Yankees, which would be so much fun, especially if there's fans. That'd be crazy good matchup that I know a lot of Yankees fans really want. Tomorrow will be my playoff prediction video, so I'm gonna go through these first round matchups in the AL and NL, and then eventually crown my World Series champion. But yeah, that's for tomorrow. So I'm gonna end this video now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm out. Peace.